everybody, and welcome to our new moon ceremony. It's a new moon in Aries. I'm so excited for this April new moon. I don't know if you've been enjoying it, but I'm a fire sign, and so tonight is right up my alley. I want to welcome you in, and I want to thank you for sharing this sacred space. Karen Brown sees me, so I'm real. How are you guys? It's so nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a couple days. I took a little bit of time off while I was recovering from my vaccine, and I am back, and it's great to see you guys. So welcome in. Tonight's going to be a great ceremony. I'm super excited about it because I get to introduce you tonight. I love it when I get to introduce you to ancient practices. And tonight is indeed an ancient practice. How many of you are Aries, sun, moon, or rising? I am not, but I'm asking you if you are. My Mars is an Aries, so I fight like an Aries, which is not great. But the rest of me is not Aries. How many of you are Aries? I'd love to know, because if you're an Aries, this is your comfort zone, right? You're right at home right here in this like driver's seat, kind of get it done energy field. If you're not a fire sign, you know, this moon can make you feel a little... ooh, look at that. Ooh, triple Aries. Holy smokes. You must be right about everything. Aries sun is right about everything. Aries moon is usually right about everything. Aries rising is often right about everything. If you're a triple moon, triple Aries, you're probably right about everything all the time, which is exciting. Look at that. Aries north node in the house. That would be another kind of optimal placement for tonight, because if you're Aries north node, you're kind of here to do Aries stuff. It's your purpose for being here. You're here to be direct. You're here to be to take action. You're here to be accurate, right? Yeah, if you're not a fire sign, today could feel a little, you know, maybe you got mad about something that normally wouldn't make you mad, because Aries is the god of war. Ares is the god of war in the Greek pantheon, right? How do you know what you are, KL? I'll tell you, my favorite website to go and get a nice astrological report done is astro.com. And if you click on extended chart selection and you enter your birth data, you can run a pretty kind of basic natal chart, and that's all you need. Honestly, if you know your sun, your moon, and your rising signs, which you'll get off your basic natal chart, you got to know what time you were born. Most of us in my generation, we know what time we were born. My parents' generation, it's like 50-50. My grandparents' generation, you're lucky if you know pretty much anything. You know what I mean? So anyway, welcome in. I'm excited for tonight's ceremony. I'm going to show you the tools we're working with so that you kind of know what to have. But if you have tools, it's great. You'll be able to do the ceremony with me. If you don't have tools, stay here anyway, because first of all, we're going to set intentions tonight. Tonight's a really big new moon, and I'll explain to you why in just a second. And I'm going to do live readings tonight. As many as I can pack into our time together. So if you've always wanted a live reading with me and you haven't had one, but you're ready for that, you're here for that, I'm going to be doing live stone readings. So your kit came with a box with all these stones. These are kind of like cover all the basics, you know what I mean? So we're going to be casting stones tonight. This is the mat. And I'm going to show you how to do this with a mat and without the mat, because you may not have a mat. But stone readings don't require a mat. This is just kind of a tool that we gave you. We're going to be working with Lapide perfume, which means stone in Latin. And we'll talk about the notes there. You've got your candle with your charm. I already put my charm on my necklace. Have you guys seen this? If you are, if you're collecting the new moon kits this year, do you know about this necklace? Every candle comes with a charm, with a little lobster claw clasp. And the idea is that you get the charm necklace and you clip your monthly divination charms on there. And by the end of the year, you'll have 12. And I think it's beautiful. You know, you have your triquetra, your sacred triangle from the Celtic tradition. You've got your symbols for the runes, right? The Yggdrasil, the incredible tree from the Norse tradition. So anyway, if you haven't gotten your charm necklace, I think we still have a few left at sagegoddess.com, and your code is spring19. And if you get your kit for next month, which I'm going to show you really quick. Actually, I'll show you at the end of our time together today. But if you get your tools for next month, did you see the enter to win? Holy smokes. This is an Atlantean Priestess amulet. It is sterling and 14K with ruby, amethyst, and spinel. So one person who gets their kit for next month before midnight at sagegoddess.com is going to receive that in their package. Nothing quite like that in the world, darlings. So anyway, I know, it's really beautiful. And I'm excited for you to win it, so good luck. We have about a quarter to a third of the kits left, and we won't be able to restock them. I'll tell you more about it. We made you an entire Oracle deck for next month. Did you see? It's so cool. So stay tuned at the end, and I'll show you all of that. I know. Okay. So while I talk to you about what it means to have a new moon in Aries, and by the way, is anybody here new? New to Sage Goddess, new to New Moon, new to... I don't know what you're new to. What would you be new to? New to planet Earth? Sometimes I feel like I'm new to Earth. Like when I can't find my lighter. Oh, here it is. Anybody new? I'd really like to welcome you. Hopefully you won't be new for long. Sage Goddess is turning 10 in July. What you see here tonight, I started 10 years ago, when pretty much nobody was doing new moon rituals or full moon rituals online or anything. It was weird to do it actually when I started it. So if you're new, welcome in. SageGoddess.com is going to be a great website and resource for you. We have a blog. We have all kinds of beautiful, we have 8,500 different products from around the world. We've got, but a lot of wisdom to share with you. We make free worksheets for the new moon and the full moon. Look how many new folks tonight. and old folks too. Well, listen, I'm one of the old folks. But anyway, if you're new, I want to welcome you in. It's so great to meet you. And we do this every month. Every month we do new moon ceremony. I do it for free at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Every month we do full moon ceremony like this. The high holidays are always online on YouTube and free. I'm teaching a free class on human development and the chakras that my team will tell you about in the feed. And by the way, hi Alexis and hi Hannah and hi Claire. Thank you for being there tonight on a Sunday. I really appreciate you guys doing that. Woo! Yeah. Oh, you're so welcome. So yeah. So we make a free worksheet for you that kind of teaches you about the stones, herbs, and oils for the new moon in Aries. And it gives you some journaling questions and then tells you what it means when the moon is in Aries. It gives you some major themes to what to expect for tonight, and then gives you some additional questions to help you hone your intentions. So this is free to download at sagegoddess.com. So enjoy. What a lot of people do, and I totally think you should do this, download this and print it, or just download it and write the answer somewhere else if you don't have a printer, and then put it in a binder and hole punch it and save it. What I do on New Year's Eve every year is I go back through all my new moon intentions for the year starting in January to see how much I manifested. Do you ever do that? It's the coolest New Year's Eve ceremony you can do, and I just do it privately. I personally go back through my journal, I go back through my worksheets, and it's so fun to look and say, holy smokes, look how many of these dreams came to pass. And if some of them didn't, it's a good opportunity for me to look and say, is this something to carry into the next year? You know, is this a dream that was so big it couldn't happen this year, but it's gonna unfold in the year to come, kind of thing. So anyway, enjoy. We love making these for you, and those are available for you. Don't leave now. Like, stay here and do the thing with me, and then you can go and get that later. You can fill that out tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, it's super fun. I mean, New Year's Eve as you get older, I'm not, such a party person anymore, right? So, and my kids are still so young, they still don't want to stay up and do the things. So New Year's Eve for me has been champagne with Dave and then reflecting on the year. And there's no better way to reflect than to go back through your new moon intentions, but you have to have something written down to do that. So I want to inspire you now. If you start in April, you'll have April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. You'll have like 9 months of your intentions to go back and reflect on in December. So welcome to those of you who are new, and thank you to those of you who are experienced for being here still. We really, really appreciate you. Aw, thanks you guys. Okay, so I'm going to light a little white sage for you. I'm going to invite you to take a nice deep breath. You know, this time, I always say, this time is for you. It really is. I do this for you. I really do. I do this so that you take a breath in your month and you consciously recognize that you have an opportunity, and you only get one of these a month, to wipe the cosmic slate clean and say, you know what, universe? I'm setting my sights. I'm fixing my vision on a dream. I have a goal. I have a wish, right? And wishes and goals and intentions are all the same thing. It's seeking to open a space of possibility for something that you know is available to you. You can feel it, it's calling to you, but it isn't yet in your awareness, right? Physically. So tonight is actually pure magic. And I've been really honest with my students all these years. They know this to be true. I like the new moon better than the full moon. Full moon people act crazy. You know, it's like, it gets kind of, I'm introverted, you know, I am. I'm kind of more of a quiet person, and I don't want all the noise and the crazy and all that. It's too much for me. The new moon is quiet, it's dark, it's inward, right? So there's something in me that really just loves this energy of going within. And so tonight is my favorite night of the month, because I love to dream, don't you? I really like to dream. Mwah, Beverly. I do. I like to dream, and I hope you do too. Never give up on your dreams. I'm a very blessed person because, and I can say this candidly, I have made every single one of my dreams in this life so far come true. Oof, right? It's intense. And, but I am also that person, when I have a dream, I hold it, I cling to it, I breathe life into it, I make love to it, I grid for it, I never doubt it. Because now I've seen what can happen, and I just have absolute faith in this universe. So I don't have any unfulfilled wishes from the past. I have unfulfilled wishes for the future, but so far everything I've said, yes, I want this, has happened. So when I talk to you about manifestation, I'm not talking to you as somebody who has a lot of unfulfilled dreams. I'm talking to you as somebody who's done the work and seen the results. And I have literally helped thousands of people at this point. We have 1.5 million people in our community, so it's more like hundreds of thousands of people have worked with me and our team to manifest something really powerful, and it can happen for you too. So I'm glad that you're here. I really, really am. I'll tell you something else, and I say this a lot too. And my younger self may not have said this as easily as my almost 50 self. There's room in this universe for every single person's dreams to come true, and for yours to come true as well. If I make my dreams come true, it doesn't mean you can't make your dreams come true. And in fact, if you make your dreams come true, you raise a vibration that helps me make my dreams come true. So that's why I'm so passionate about wanting other people to manifest their goals, because every time you make a dream come true, it's like you open this door and this energy comes through, and the rest of us can enjoy that. You know, we can work that energy if we get over things like jealousy and envy and all of those lower vibration emotions. We can actually learn to really celebrate each other and lift each other up, and that energy actually fuels your manifestation. It's really, really true. So are you ready? I'm a believer, and I've had to overcome a lot, as a lot of you know. It hasn't been an easy road, but it's been worth it. And it's been mostly awesome. So welcome in, everybody. I'm really happy that you're here. Okay. So we're going to begin tonight. I want to talk to you briefly about what this new moon means, because I want you to, as I go through the rest of what we're teaching, and we'll talk about that, KL, we'll talk about some tips and techniques for you tonight. Especially at the end. I was a professor for 15 years. I think a lot of you know that, a college professor before I started Sage Goddess. So there is a teacher in me, and I do like to give homework. You're going to have a little bit of homework tonight. Soul shifters, by the way, make sure you're collecting your moon water tonight. We are making a releasing potion together in class this month, and you need moon water. So make sure you're collecting your moon water. Doesn't matter what you collect it in. It can be tap water, distilled water, doesn't matter. I use distilled because it lasts a little longer, but you can always put essential oils in it to help keep it preserved. And then you can add some additional crystals to your moon water tonight if you want. I put morganite in there, citrine, the scepter quartz, and then the little Apache turbsidine that we gave you. So that's part of your homework. And then the other part of your homework that the rest of you are going to get is I'm going to tell you, if you want to manifest, and I honestly, it doesn't matter what you want to manifest. First of all, you're in the right place on the right night, under the right sign. Okay, tonight's a big deal. No, you can do moon water on the full moon too, so it isn't just new moon water, but my students and I are using new moon water for releasing this month, so they have to collect it tonight for something we're doing. So you're in the right place at the right time under the right sign. But it doesn't matter whether you're trying to manifest love or a new job or a new house or a move to a new city or whatever. It honestly doesn't matter. The universe looks at all your desires the same way. It looks at them as frequencies. You either are holding the frequency for it or you're not. You kind of believe it, but you don't. I really want this new job, but they're never going to hire me. I really want this new love, but that person will never want me, right? Like that's where people fail. If you can just say, I want this new job and I can feel that it's coming to me as if it's already here. I can imagine myself doing it, and this is what it's going to look like when I do it. This is what it's going to feel like when I do it. And this is what I'm going to create through it. If you never doubt it, the frequency stays high and the universe just starts sending everything your way, because like frequencies attract like frequencies. But as soon as you go, but it's never going to happen, the universe, all the energy goes, and that's why people don't manifest. It is literally as simple as that. So tonight I want you to go, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, but I don't want you to I don't want you to poop out. Okay, you can't go, but I don't deserve it. That's right. So you got to hold the frequency with me. That's going to be your homework. Like if I lived with you, I would come to you at midnight tonight and go, are you still holding the frequency? And then at 3 a.m. I would wake you up and I'd go, hey, Annette. Hi, Annette, sorry. Sorry to wake you up. Are you still holding the frequency? And then tomorrow morning I'd be like, let's have breakfast, everybody. Who's holding the frequency? And it would drive you nuts. But if I was coaching you and living with you, that's what I would do. Hey, are you holding the frequency? Hey, you're still holding the frequency, right? Hey, you're not doubting that, are you? I hear you doubting it. And that's how you manifest. So that's the work that I do. Okay. So what are the intentions under an Aries new moon? Under this Aries new moon, the best intentions, you guys, the best intentions for tonight, think about what Aries represents, okay? Yeah, don't poop out. People poop out. You know it's true too. You have friends who poop out, right? They'll come to you and go, I'm going to start a new business. And you're like, that's so cool. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to support you. And then the next week they're like, I didn't do it. And you're like, you pooped out. Okay, so Aries, courage. If you need to be courageous, if you need to just do the thing, this is the new moon to set that intention by. I'm going to be courageous and what? Pursue that relationship, change my eating habits, break a habit that isn't serving me. If you had courage, what would you do it? What would you do right now, right? Would you ask that person out? Would you leave that relationship? Would you pursue that new career that you think may not work, but you're not sure, but you totally feel called to it, right? So that's number one, courage. Aries loves action. Where are you ready to take action in your life this month? And in the year ahead? I mean, you're not going to get a lot of Aries new moons this year, my friends, so this is boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Let's be courageous. Let's act. Let's be decisive. Let's focus, right? Aries is so good at figuring out what the target is because they're very accurate. So professional goals, extremely well aspected for tonight for intention setting. So even if it seems outrageous what you want under an Aries new moon, it kind of isn't, you know, because Aries just says go for it. Dream a little bigger tonight. Why not, right? So courage, action, decisiveness, strength. Where do you need to be strong in your life, right? Where do you need to go first? Maybe you've been waiting for something to happen and waiting for somebody to ask you for something and waiting for somebody to bring you something and waiting. Aries would tell you, we don't wait, right? We're gonna go, we're gonna do the thing. We're not going to wait for somebody to bring it to us. We're gonna pursue. And so tonight is about going first, being the aggressor, right? Making the first move, not waiting for someone else to make the first move. And that's exactly right. Christine said, go for it. So yes, Michelle, you can absolutely set weight loss and health intentions tonight. Let's think about an Aries twist on that. You ready? So under an Aries new moon, we're going to take action. Like the new health plan starts tomorrow, and we're not going to waver from it, and we're going to be extremely disciplined with our health goals, and we're not going to backtrack or make excuses, right? Because that's not Aries. So you can set an intention to be focused, to have strong willpower tonight. You can set an intention to focus on your health and not be distracted by other things. You can set an intention to take action around your health, and make different choices. So all of that. Anything, if you think about it, courage and decisiveness applies almost everywhere in your life, doesn't it? What would courage look like in your relationship? What would courage look like at work? What would courage look like with your health? What would courage look like in your dating life? And whatever it is, right? So you can apply these things no matter where you look. I'm going to tell you something too. There's an energy tonight, and I'll tell you, I'm working with it. So it's up to you whether you want to work with it or not. I feel like the whole universe has been on hold for the last, 13 months? And I can feel this kind of like slingshot energy of the universe. Like we're getting closer to being able to let the arrow go, right? And to be able to be traveling and be able to do all the things again. So I'm setting intentions tonight for what it looks like to expand out, right? To engage, to interact, to connect, to build, to expand, to allow, right? To become bigger, and for my world to become bigger than it is today. So if you're ready for that too, there's a little bit of that energy available, and if it's juicing you like it juices me, like let's play with that tonight, right? Because there's a little bit of like pulling the arrow back and we're not quite ready to let it go. Do you feel it? But soon that arrow is going to fly, and we're going to look back at this time and say, maybe we learned something from being contracted, but we're getting tired of the contraction, right? We got really small this year, and now we have to, under this Aries new moon, figure out how to take up our space again. So amen, aho, and so that is. It's part of my intention setting process for tonight. Okay, so tonight we're talking about something called lithomancy. And lithos in Greek means stone, and mancy, the part of the word lithomancy, M-A-N-C-Y, means divination. Lithomancy is divination by stone, and as far back as thousands of years in archaeological finds, for example, in Armenia, they found this whole temple. It's fascinating. They found this whole temple in Armenia underground during this archaeological dig, and there were stones, and they had different colors. They were natural stones, and they had been painted these different colors and laid out on almost like a grid where it was clear someone had been kind of casting them. And so that's taken as a sign of archaeological lithomancy. Are you a lithomaniac? And there's different ways of doing it. I mean, seriously, you guys, you can go down that rabbit hole if you want. I've gone down the rabbit hole, so I'll just tell you, if you ask 10 different readers how to do lithomancy, you're going to get 10 different answers. Some people will say you have to have one stone for each planet. Some people will say you have to have one stone for each planet plus one stone for each direction. Some people will say you need one stone for each day of the week, and all these things. What we did in your set of stones that we gave you for tonight is we kind of gave you one stone for each major energy stream. So I want to go through them with you really quickly, one by one, and teach you. And even if you don't have your set, you're probably going to learn about a stone tonight that maybe you'll feel connected to, and so it'll lead you down a path of you know, developing a relationship to that stone, right? So anyway, but lithomancy is documented in the Greek pantheon, in the Egyptian pantheon, in the Sumerian pantheon, and in the Roman pantheon. So if you have lineage in Rome, Greece, Egypt, or Sumeria, your ancestors were lithomaniacs. They were stone lovers, and they probably went to a caster when they had a question and had that person cast their stones and tell their fortune. And so we're doing a little bit of that tonight. Isn't it interesting? Yeah, tonight, so tonight you're not going to see the moon, right? Because she's dark. So anywhere you put your water is okay. Just put it outside. And if it's raining and snowing, great. Then you're going to get rainwater and snow water, right? So don't worry if it's raining. In fact, if it's raining, hurry up and get a container out now. If you're in Florida where they're getting a beautiful amount of rain today, bless that water medicine and go grab your rainwater. That's actually perfect moon water for you to use. Okay, so can we go through these stones? I'd like to just tell you really quickly what's in the set, and then I'm going to do readings. Then we're going to set intentions, and that's our ceremony for tonight. It always goes by so fast with you guys, and I hope you enjoy every minute as much as I do. Is this like runes are different, Shyla? It's a great question from Shyla. This is different. So the runes have symbols on them, Shyla, right? So this would have some kind of engraved marking on it. Your stones don't have symbols on them, but they have their own metaphysical properties. So with the runes, the symbols are carved on the same material. Usually it's wood. So the wood itself doesn't have a specific property, but each one of the symbols does. These are all different. And so what you're reading is the properties of the stones, but not the engraved symbols. And that's what differentiates lithomancy from runic divination. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're going to start with Carnelian. Carnelian comes from lots of different parts of the world. It's a member of the Agate family, and it's the stone form of caffeine. This gets your sacral chakra moving for creativity. It's also a stone of action. It's a very fire-oriented stone. Next up on the list, one of my favorites of all time, this is citrine. In your kit, this piece came from the Republic of the Congo in Africa. This is one of the most important stones for wealth and prosperity that you can work with. We love Congo Citrine because it's not heat treated. It's authentic. Sometimes in different parts of the world, they'll heat treat amethyst and it turns kind of gold, so you don't know if it's real amethyst or real citrine. In this case, you know it's the real deal, and so this is your money magnet stone to attract wealth and prosperity. Next up, we have Septerion. I love Septerion. Septeria in Latin means cracks. Septerion is a cracked material. It comes from Madagascar, and it's a combination of aragonite with calcite. Aragonite helps you to stay organized. Calcite brings you happiness, and this is a stone of ancient wisdom. Oh yeah. Then we have a beautiful star garnet for you. Let me make sure I'm not, oh yeah, this is the star garnet. Hard to tell in this light, but if you take it outside, you'd see it. This is star garnet. Garnet activates the root chakra. It's very grounding, very protective. One of my favorite stones for stabilizing your energy. Then you have ruby. Oh, ruby. Ruby is a member of the corundum family. This comes from India. And ruby is the stone of passion and the life force. Then you have African bloodstone, which looks like this. Bloodstone comes from India and from Africa. This is South African bloodstone. Bloodstone is a mix of red and green jasper, with a little bit of quartz in the matrix too. Really good for physical healing and pain relief. Then we have prehnite with epidote. I think I'm missing my prehnite with epidote. Oh no, there it is, sorry. Prehnite with epidote. Prehnite with epidote comes from Africa and it comes from China. The green is prehnite, the light green, and the dark green is epidote. Epidote is a stone of manifestation. This is the stone that heals the healer, and if you're a healer, it helps you not take on other people's health challenges as your own, which can sometimes happen too. And then we have Aquamarine, my favorite emotional healing stone. Aquamarine heals even the heaviest of emotions. Really good for trauma recovery. It's the birthstone for March too. Both my kids were born in March, so I have two aquamarine babies. They collect aquamarine and love it. Most people born in March love their birthstone, but I think it's because they can feel the watery kind of feminine energy of it that's super healing. Then we have pink moss agate. Pink moss agate, you know what I work with it for? Rewriting the stories of my life. Pink moss agate is about finding the happy ending to the sadder stories of your life. It's about seeing the gift and the challenges that you've been through, especially as it relates to your heart. Then we have fire agate. Fire agate. Just making sure I have them all in the right order. Dragonstone, green tourmaline. Yes, I do. Okay, fire agate. It looks like this. This is literally, this and obsidian are like little pieces of hardened fire. This is your stone of courage. This is your stone of strength. It's also a very warming stone, really good for healing the lower chakras, bringing confidence and courage, and helping you to take action. Yeah. I think it was, Tracy. Yeah, and if you haven't worked with the pink moss agate, it's less common than the green, which is why we put it in there to kind of give you something unique, because you can always add your own stones to this collection too. Then we have chrysoprase. Chrysoprase heals the physical heart and the emotional heart. So if your heart's been broken, chrysoprase will help with a broken heart. And if you have physical heart problems, cardiac problems, chrysoprase and rhodochrosite are the two stones I would recommend for someone with physical heart problems. Then we have ruby zoecite. The red is ruby, the green is called zoecite. Zoe in Greek means life. This is, again, a stone of the life force. But this one heals the entire body, where ruby focuses on the heart. Then we have peach morganite. This is the stone of sovereignty in love, knowing that you're worthy of the deepest love that you can imagine. Helps to attract that love to you. Worthiness of love is a huge, huge, huge challenge for a lot of us. And then we have, actually, the one I showed you earlier was green tourmaline. This was the star ruby. Sorry about that. So we talked about star ruby already. This is green tourmaline. Green tourmaline is for wisdom and discernment, knowing who to trust and who not to trust in relationships. And then Dragonstone, which looks like this, is a problem-solving stone. Dragonstone is a combination of epidote with piedmontite. The green is epidote, the red is piedmontite, and this helps you come up with new solutions to old problems. And so these are kind of the basics that you need in your collection, and we gave you all of them in your reading box. Protecting the healers, yes, that is prehnite with epidote. There's nothing quite like it. It's really important because healers want to help people, and sometimes they think they're helping people by taking on people's problems, and it's like, no, you're not here to take on people's problems. You're here to help provide them tools so they can solve their own problems, right? So we have to remember that as healers sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to take a moment here. I'm going to show you the tools. I'm going to light my candle. I'm going to invite you to do the same. I should have trimmed my wick, but she'll be okay. And let that begin. And then your Lapidate perfume, which I hope you enjoyed. Isn't that beautiful? Lapidate is cardamom with rose, which is incredible. Cardamom is really powerful for, in particular for sexual desire. It's an aphrodisiac. And then rose brings passion and desire, so those two are in there. Carnation, which brings gentleness, kindness, tenderness, and nurturing. Nutmeg for prosperity. Sandalwood for peace. Champaka for beauty. And jasmine for power. So you have pretty much everything you need in terms of energy from your stones, but also showing up in the form of the essential oil. So I really like this one, so I kind of over-anoint with this one. A little bit at my third eye for what I know, at my wrist for what I do, and at my ankles for where I go. And everywhere else in between, just because it feels good. You can, yeah. The perfume is on sagegoddess.com. If you didn't get the kit but you wanted the perfume, it is a beauty. So if you want the perfume, it is there for you, and you can get that on its own. Yeah. Yeah, I think they just released it, Team SG. Can you let everybody know? I don't know if it's like now or afterwards, so Team SG will let you know. Okay, I'm gonna grab my stones and put them back in my box real quick. Are you ready? So before we begin, the new moon is the phase of the moon when we release, when we let go. We don't release at the full moon. In fact, it's one of my pet peeves. When people say, oh, it's the full moon, time to release, time to let go. And I'm always like, nope, we release at the new moon because we attract at the full moon. Our blood thickens, everything comes in at the full moon, right? It's bigger. You're heaviest at the full moon, right? Usually you're thinnest at the new moon. So if we want to be light and thin and release and let go, that's tonight. That's not full moon. So I want to ask you before we start, and I'm using a rattle because a rattle helps to shake up energy. It loosens energy in your field. And you can take a rattle behind you and sort of shake your tail feathers and get that energy out. I want to ask you to really think tonight, what do you need to let go in order to manifest what you want? What's getting in the way? Is it fear? Is it, you know what I mean? Is it grief? Are you having trouble moving on because you're still grieving? Are you having trouble letting go because you're afraid? Are you having trouble manifesting because you're, what is it, you know? Because you lack confidence or because you're insecure or whatever it is. We have to let go of that. I'm just going to move through your field and just kind of dislodge that energy with you. Let it go. Procrastination. Gotta let go of what other people think. You know what I mean? It's really true. You have to let it go. Expectations, fear, negativity. Just releasing that all tonight. You don't have to hold it. I always say, my teacher has a line, and I love it so much. He says, you're not Costco. You know, you're not Amazon. You weren't meant to hold it. You were meant to let it go. You don't have shelves, right? Where's your storage space? If you're supposed to be holding your problems and everybody else's problems, where are your shelves? So let's let go of all that tonight. Fear, insecurity, doubt. You're good enough. You're strong enough. You're cute enough. You're wise enough. You're powerful enough. You're ready. You don't need more time. You don't need more training, you know, like, so we just ask our spirit guides tonight and give your spirit guides permission. Spirit guides, I give you permission tonight to release all of this on my behalf. Let it go. Extra weight, let's let that go, right? Like anything you're holding in your body, discomfort, pain, figure out where it's sitting and move it through. And keep moving and keep moving. And you can use other tools if you don't like rattles. Feathers are really good for this. Right, just bringing the energy through and out. It's actually kind of sexy to feather somebody and release their energy. But just sweep that through. It just creates spaciousness, right? Like, woo. This is why feathers are so great. All of that air element energy. So whether it's a rattle or a feather or smoke or whatever moves you, like move that energy through and over your physical body is so important, right? Did I tickle you, Karen? Ooh. I do. When I have somebody in person and I can really like go into their field and just down their back with the feather, it just feels really good. Right? It's amazing what a difference it makes. And start to incorporate these tools into your practice, right? A simple feather that you find on your hike is all you need. Maybe it was gifted to you to use for ceremony like that. And I love the idea of that too, right? So I feathered you right up tonight. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a circle. as we do. And you can open your own circle, you can let me open the circle for you. Either way works for me. And I feel like I want to drum the guides in, so. Let's do that together tonight. A little drumming always feels good at our moon phases. I love mine for manifesting, but I'm Greek. Dionysus is a very powerful manifestation god. He did his best manifesting with a glass of wine in his hand. Whatever works for you, you know? We all have our own ways of working. You can close your eyes, or leave them open. You can lay down or just get comfortable. We're going to call in the guides, the guardians of the sacred gateways to hold space for us tonight. My drum is from an artist on Etsy. We can share it with you on the event page later. I love him. He's the best. It took 6 months. It was 5 months. But, you know, it's hand-painted. Good things are worth waiting for. So we're going to start by calling in the guides and the guardians of the East to that element of air. And in the East, we work with eagle, crow, sometimes in the West too, but all the high-flying birds, the hawk, clear vision, clear sight. In the East, it's the dawn, start of the new day, start of the new cycle. So with the guardians of the East tonight, we call in clarity. Where are you confused? What do you need to know in order to move forward now? We call in clarity. I also like in the East to call in spaciousness. I like space, don't you? Freedom. We welcome all of that in the East. We welcome the guardians into our ceremony. To the guides and the guardians of the South, element of fire, transformation, change, courage, playfulness, sensuality, desire, creativity in the South. What are you making? What are you building? What are you creating? Let's open the door tonight to let all of that energy in, to juice you, right? To fill you tonight. Visions and dreams of what can come through you. Passion, driving your decisions. Fearlessness, overcoming obstacles in the South. And that's right, Phoenix rising from the ashes. We welcome in the guides and the guardians of the South. And the guides and the guardians of the West, water element, emotional healing, purification, release, surrender. Diving deep into what can't be seen. Rinsing off. There's also maternal energy here in the West. Loving you unconditionally. Seeing the good in you. Always seeing the best in you. Wanting the best for you. Holding the space for that. Ooh. Get your fire. Now you got your water. In the West, we honor and acknowledge sunset, the end of the day, slipping into darkness, but not fearing it. guides and the guardians of the north, element of earth, stabilizing influence. Peace, patience, presence, purpose. Learning the gift of moving slower, taking our time, being grounded. When we were kids, we didn't want to be grounded. Now all we want is to be grounded. Oh, Earth, we thank you for your steadiness, your example. Doesn't all have to get done today, but we have to be consistent. Consistency wins the race. It's who shows up every day, doesn't give up, holds the vision, trusts the process. That's the North. We welcome in the guides and the guardians of the North. Anchor us here in this moment. We welcome those guides of the east, the south, west, and north. And amen. And aho. And so it is. And so it is. That's right. That's right, Sherry girl. That's why you grounded. All right. We are here, and we are here. I'm very happy that you're here. So let's do this thing, shall we? First, we're going to do readings. Then we're going to set intentions. Because the readings might guide your intentions, don't you think? I think they will. So, there's two different ways to do your readings. I'm going to show you both ways, and then all I'm going to do is read for you for the next 15 minutes, if that's okay with you. We're probably going to go until a little bit after, maybe half hour after the top of the hour, because when we're doing divination, I don't like to rush. So you can either grab all of the stones out of the box and cast them. Okay, so what I would do is say my name 3 times, Athena, 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 and read the stones. So, and what I like to do is I like to read the 1 or 2 stones that are closest to the center of the shapes, right? So here under words, I have Morganite and Emerald, or green Tourmaline. Here under action, these are kind of competing for it. I have Dragonstone and Prenite with Aquamarine. And under emotion, the closest I have is Ruby. Nothing really wanted to be under emotions for me, which is okay. It's an Aries New Moon. Who needs to have emotions? I don't need to feel anything today. I just need to do stuff and say stuff, right? So I would need to heal the healer, solve some problems, and heal my emotions. And then my words need to be around sovereignty and love and discernment. That's my guidance, right? Now the other way to do it, and when you ask for a reading, would you please guide me how you want me to do it? Otherwise, I'm going to make my choice. Actually, I think I'm just going to cast for you, but I'll show you the other way. The other way is you open your box in the morning, and you take your non-writing hand, which for me is my left hand, and you put it over, and you ask for a stone of the day. And then you feel where your hand gets warm in the box, and that is your reading for the day. So mine would be Ruby. And that's already come up for me in my other reading. So usually you're going to see some overlap there. But I think I'm going to cast for you guys, if that's okay. Can I cast for you? It sounds so fun. Oh, I love it. All right. Is it Lib? L-I-B. Lib. I'm going to read for you. Lib says, it's my first time. I would love a reading. So let's do it. So I'm going to cast for you. Lib, Lib, Lib. Let's call in some good guidance for you. So under words, we have green tourmaline, and we have prenite with epidote. Under action, we have ruby, and we have Septerion. And under emotion, we have Carnelian. And I would probably zoom this guy over here too. The ruby Zoecite, they were close enough, okay? So Lib, for you, I would say your words need to be around healing the healer and discernment for today. So that's what you need to express, how to heal and how to discern. Your actions need to be around wisdom and passion. How do you combine what you love and what you know? That feels like professional guidance for you in terms of your intentions. And then for your emotions, you need to feel into your strength and stamina and also your life force. Looking at these stones, I would imagine maybe you've been feeling a little bit like you're lacking energy emotionally. And so this is a good chance for you to set an intention, especially under an Aries new moon. I mean, when is there a better new moon to set intentions around, you know, bringing a stronger vibration to your emotional state? I think this is the optimum new moon for that. So that was fun. Isn't that cool? Okay, I'm going to gather up my stones again. Are you guys having fun? I'll tell you something, I could do this all night long. The only reason I won't is because I have a team and I do need them to be able to sleep and stuff, but I swear to you, this is my idea of a good time. I would go get a bottle of wine and I would say, what are you doing tonight? And I would stay up all night doing readings for you. All right. Let's see who else needs a reading today. I'm excited to do as many as I can. All right, Nicole Cameron. She said, cast for me, please. My first time too. Would love a reading. All right, Nicole, let's get it. Let's see what's going on with you. Nicole. Oops. Nicole. 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 All right, under words, I have prenite with epidote and Dragonstone. You need to solve some problems with your words, with how you express, and you need to work on healing. Under action, I've got Congo Citrine for you, Nicole. You need to take some steps with your intentions toward prosperity and also towards sovereignty and love, being valued. And then under emotion, I've got chrysoprase over here that looks like it's cuddling up next to your South African bloodstone. This is healing your emotions and healing your heart. So this is kind of the process that I would recommend for your intentions for tonight. Okay, now I'm going into, let's see, Lashita. Hi, Lashita. Let's do it, girl. Let's get in here and see what's going on with you. Lashita, Lashita, Lashita. And by the way, I mean, you can use these tools with your own clients, right? So now that you have them and you know how to use them, this could be your new way of doing divination with people that you read for. So Lashita, Lashita, Lashita. Two closest to words are pink moss agate and aquamarine. You need to, through your expression, heal your emotions and find the silver lining, or the pink lining, I should say, of the different circumstances in your life. Under action, we've got fire agate and we've got that ruby there. So you need to take steps to find your passion, and that fire agate is going to be another stone of just accelerating that process. And under emotion, we've got chrysoprase and green tourmaline there. So emotionally, you need to heal your heart and also practice discernment in terms of interpreting and understanding your feelings. That was a good one. Okay. Let's see. So Amy, if you missed it, I went through and showed each stone one by one live, so you can always go back and watch the recording in order to identify your stones. Hopefully that'll be helpful for you. Also, if you're in our Crystal Masters group, which is my online crystal healing class, you can post a picture in our Facebook group. We do stone ID there, so we can also help answer your questions there too. Okay, isn't that fun? Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Clarence. Thank you for saying that. All right, Evangeline, she manifested a casting. Let's do it. All right, Evangeline. It's a beautiful name, by the way. I love it. Evangeline, Evangeline, Evangeline. All right, so the two closest to words are Garnet and Tourmaline. You need to, with your intentions, think about expressing grounding and discernment. We've got 3 stones here under action, so let's read them all, Evangeline. We've got Dragonstone. You need to solve some problems here, heal your heart, and also do some physical healing maybe for you as a healer. Under emotions, we've got 3 here again. We've got Aquamarine, which is just going to reinforce that you do need a emotional healing. You also need to feel into prosperity. What are some new ways for you to attract prosperity and abundance? And then also with your feelings, maybe looking at that ruby zoecite is all about passion and life force. How do you, but in your physical body. So how do you increase levels of desire and levels of passion in your physical body? And so using that guidance to set your intentions for tonight too. All right, Adriana said I can do her. You said I could. All right, Adriana, let's see what's going on with you. Are you guys having fun? I hope you're having fun. I'm having so much fun with you. I was looking forward to tonight all day long. I really was. I was sitting in my garden today, like wishing time away so I could see you. All right, Adriana. Orantes, let's see what's going on with you. All right, under words, we've got pink moss agate, green tourmaline, and fire agate. And by the way, you guys, the more you do this, the more you're going to learn the properties of all these stones and you won't forget them. So through your expression, you need to find the brighter side of the situation, practice discernment, and take greater action. So you need to express around action. Your actions need to involve ancient wisdom and passion. And then under emotion, the only one that's really close there is Carnelian. So you need to take charge of your emotions. I do see the chrysoprase is close, so we can read that one too, that you need to heal your heart and take some steps for heart healing in your life right now. Okay, let's see. Oh, thanks, Jessica. I really appreciate that. And Christina, I see you too. All right, Aaron Dunbar, I'm feeling called to you. Let's do it. Your name is super powerful. Everyone's name is. So that's why I use your name to enter your field when I'm doing remote work for you. Aaron. So under words, the 2 closest are 2 of my favorites. This is pink beryl and blue beryl. So through your expression, you need to heal your emotions and claim sovereignty in love. Someone needs to hear that you deserve that. Under action, the 2 closest are ruby and carnelian. So you need to do something that stimulates passion and also that stimulates action on your part. Remember, this is the caffeine stone for getting energy moving. And then under emotion, you've got green tourmaline and citrine, prosperity and discernment. So you need to feel into, maybe with your intentions again, how to create deeper prosperity and how to create discernment in love and relationships. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you're so welcome, Adriana. You're very, very welcome. All right, Jimmy, come on over here, Jimmy. Let's see what's shaking for you tonight. I'm glad you're here. All right, Jimmy. Okay, so the 2 closest to words are garnet and green tourmaline. So you need to express around grounding and discernment. There's really 3 closest to action if you look. That carnelian is definitely here. Morganite is square in the center. And then I'm also going to call this South African bloodstone. So I think what you need to do, remember it says I express, I do, I feel. I do heal myself, I do claim sovereignty and love, and I do take action. So maybe it's around taking action to heal your heart around sovereignty. And then under emotion, you've got prenite with epidote to heal the healer and Congo Citrine for prosperity. So I feel that prosperity can be achieved through healing. I like that, Jimmy. That seems like a nice affirmation for you, doesn't it? Okay. I'm going to do one more personal, and then I'm going to do a collective poll for everybody. Are you having fun? I'm so glad you're having fun. Let's see. All right, Amber O'Toole, she said, I would love a mat reading. My first new moon, and I'm in the middle of a huge transition with both health and career. And this Aries new moon is like a gift for you. If you're right in the middle of a big transition, Amber, seriously, I don't think you could have picked a better new moon to be going through this. So Amber, let's do this. Let me gather my stones. Amber. Career and health. So, two closest for words is Ruby Zoecite and Pink Moss Agate. So I express physical passion and the light at the end of the tunnel, the pink lining of my situation. So focusing on what's positive in your transition is how I would interpret that. For action, the two closest you've got is that Dragonstone, and then you have the Garnet. So what you do is you solve problems by staying grounded, which is pretty cool. And then under emotion, the only one that's really in there is that Morganite. So you need to feel worthy, right? Because that's what Morganite is. It's the stone of sovereignty and love. So I feel worthy to solve my problems through grounding and to express my physical desire so that I can see the silver lining of my situation. And you can actually transform it into a sentence like that. So let's do a collective. Shall we do it? This will be for you. So if you're here and I haven't read for you yet, this will be a reading for you. I'll include myself in it. And then let's do that work of transforming the stone reading into a sentence, because then what you could do for a client with this is you can make that into a mantra for them. So are you ready for your mantra for this new moon? And then we'll drum our intentions up together. I'm so glad you guys were here tonight. It's kind of cool, right? But now you see why we could do this all night, right? It's like, woo, we're on a roll. And you know what I'll tell you? If you don't have a kit, pull out, a dozen stones out of your collection that you're really familiar with and make yourself a map and have fun tonight. You know what I mean? Like, do your own thing. All right, so this is for everybody who's here. Everybody who's here in our new moon family, new moon in Aries, Sunday night, April 12th, here together. This is for everybody who's here live now, holding a question in your heart. What is our guidance under this Aries new moon together, our collective guidance? Wow, we've got 3 on the words. We've got 3 on action. And then let's read these 3 because they were all kind of in the same spot under emotion. The universe went big with us tonight, right? Okay, this is cool. Let's do it. So I express my healing, because we have both Prenite with Epidote and Bloodstone. I express my healing through passion. Or you could alternatively say I express my passion through healing, which is kind of cool too. We've got Septerion, Morganite, and Dragonstone. I solve problems by remembering my ancient wisdom, which makes me feel worthy of healing and love. And I feel grounded, emotionally healed, and heart held as I do that. That was a mouthful. You want to do it again? Let's try that again. I express my healing through grounding, right? Which is pretty fun. I solve problems by remembering my ancient wisdom, which helps me to feel worthy of love and healing. And then I feel grounded, emotionally well, and heart held in my life. Now you could change that and you could say, because I feel grounded, heart held, and emotionally healed, I solve my problems by remembering my ancient wisdom, which makes me feel worthy of love and healing. And so I express that healing through my passion. Want me to say it again? Yeah, I'm going to say that one more time because that felt really good. I feel grounded, emotionally healed, and heart held. I solve problems by remembering my ancient wisdom, which makes me feel worthy of love and healing. And I express my healing through my passion. Yes! Yes! Okay. Do you feel like you have your intentions set for tonight? If you're new to setting intentions, everything you say tonight really matters. I mean, not to, give you performance anxiety. You can't really screw this up, but everything you say tonight matters because you're speaking to the divine. And you're basically ordering off the menu. I'll take this, this, and this. I don't want mayo on that. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take this hot, man that I'm after, and I'll take, or a new relationship, and I'll take some hot, sexy passion and a new job, and, or I'd like to have a baby, but I want only this, this, and this. Be very, very specific. Stay positive, right? So you don't want to focus on what you don't want. You want to focus on what you do want. And make sure that you are leaving space for people's free will. So I always say, don't say, I want Joe Bob. You should say, I want love. Don't say, I want this particular job at this company. Say, I want to be doing this kind of work, and let the universe bring it to your doorstep. You ready? And I say everything out loud, and I'm a big manifester. So, yep. Call in your fiery redhead. Yeah, baby. It's all possible. That's why these nights are so exciting. It's great to see you, Kiana. Welcome in. So the way I say it is, I claim, I desire, I welcome, I allow, I receive, I call in, I'm in alignment with, as if it's already here. If you say, I would like, that tells the universe you're not ready yet. So it waits. One day I'd like to have, no, today. Today I welcome, right? That tells the universe you're ready. Great spirit guides, ancestors who are with us, light beings from all dimensions. See us under this beautiful Aries New Moon. We ask that you breathe life and faith and hope and joy into our hearts tonight. Guide our visions and our dreams. We ask that you expedite all that we seek. Bring it to us in perfect time. Make sure that what we seek is in full alignment with the highest good and the highest calling of those who are on this planet at this time. Okay, ready? You can type it, you can say it, you can do both. What are you claiming? I'm claiming new partnerships and new possibilities. I'm claiming, for me, I'm claiming new books. I'm claiming new visions, new relationships, new friendships, new ways of expressing myself in the world, new sources of inspiration. I welcome them from all directions, right? I claim perfect health, vibrant, sparkling health, comfort in my body, and ease and flow. I welcome doors that open before me, right? Now let's do yours. New possibilities, friendly compassion, writing books, new plans. I love it. Confidence to stand up for yourself. I love that too. A new career, lots of joy, right? It's not a new career for me, universe. I'm happy with mine. I really do love what I do. I do. I wake up every day grateful. I wish wish that for you too. Victory, prosperity, health, abundance, it's all coming easily, flowing effortlessly to you. Prosperity from the four directions, sources seen and unseen. Every dollar that you need to make your dreams come true. I claim, I receive, I welcome, I allow, I open the door. New friendships, physical health, selling candles, I love it. Bali, Bali, Bali. I want to claim Bali too. Woo! Fitness, adventure, let's do it. Nothing's off the table tonight. It's an Aries New Moon. Get it, dream big. I love it. Seeing your family more, yes please. Peace of mind, abundance. Becoming a leader, finding your beach house, I love it. Healing for the nations, peace. Physical fitness, feeling good, looking good, feeling cute and sexy and spicy. Get it. New beginnings, travel and fitness. New physical energy, lots of success for you. Strength, passion, traveling with friends. Yes, please. I'm claiming snuggles. I'm so ready to snuggle, right? I'm claiming awkwardly long hugs with people I haven't seen in a long time. Woo. Soul healing, loving your body, yes. A new home for you. I'm calling in some kind of home, but I don't know where it is. Feels like a second home, somewhere really warm. I'm ready for that. Confidence, all the blessings, acceptance. Claiming healing, claiming leadership. Yes, the writing spirit. Oh yeah. Sexiness, adventure, bring it to me. I take it, I like it, I claim it. Claiming passion, decluttering your home, that's good. It's good for your health actually. Clutter's really bad. My Venus is in Virgo, so I don't do clutter. But if you're a clutterer, use this new moon energy to clear up, clean up. It blocks energy, keeps you from manifesting. Abundance. Oh yeah. I like it. Truth. I thank you for that. Empowerment. Organization. I call in simplicity and ease and flow. Everything happening as if it's just meant to be divinely timed. Again, doors opening. New possibilities. I claim and allow being in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right minds. I claim big ideas, new perspectives, open-mindedness, productivity, intuition, a passport. I canceled, I think, 4 international trips last year. I always say, when this is over, I hope to be in the US for about 2 weeks a year. That's right, easy movement, river flowing. Thank you, Julienzi, for that. Great spirit, see us tonight as we send these intentions up on angel's wings. Please meet the frequency of these intentions with all forces of energy in this universe, from the east, the south, the west, and the north. Help us to stay faithful, focused, fearless in our pursuit of these things. Teaching us that we're already worthy, already blessed, it's already here, it's arriving. These are things on your doorstep. So you know what the last part is. Ready? This is the most important part. Say it with me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I receive, I receive, I receive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, it is arriving, it is arriving, it is arriving. These are mine, these are mine, these are mine. payment that's required. It's true. Are you grateful? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Great Spirit. Always looking out, always gathering those frequencies, those energy streams, leading us always in the right direction, the direction of our dreams. Woo! It's just so good. Just to dream and say thank you. And get ready. Nothing's impossible. If things were really impossible, I wouldn't be sitting here with you. Sage Goddess was my new moon intention almost 11 years ago. And I founded this company on July 25th, 2011. On July 25th of this year, she turns 10. And it was nothing. It was a little spark of a dream, a vision, right? I didn't know what was happening. I didn't have a plan. I just had a dream. So if I could do this with no business plan, no money, I mean, I had a lot of education and a lot of preparation, but I mean, so do you, right? Like, I always say, be careful what you wish for and be excited about what you wish for, right? It's very, very possible. Whatever you dream can be yours. I really believe it. We've come a long way. Stay in gratitude. One of my favorite sayings is so true, and it's not my saying. It was given to me in an ayahuasca journey a couple of years ago. I was in the middle of the journey, and this is what she said to me. It's a plant medicine, by the way. She said, magic in progress can look really messed up. She used the F word, but some of you have kids here, and so earmuffs, right? But magic, when it's in progress, can look so messed up. You might look around your life right now and go, this isn't magic. This is crappy, right? Like, you could be in the middle of a shift in your relationship. You could be in the middle of a shift of your job. You could be losing your job. And that can actually be magic in progress. When it's in progress, it looks like crap. I'm a cook, right? When I'm cooking, half the time it doesn't look good until I'm done. And then you're like, wow, it's the best meal I ever had, right? Yeah, but in the middle of it, it looked like a mess, right? When you're organizing your closet and you take everything out, it looks terrible, right? And you're like, how is this ever going to be organized? And then you're done. You're like, wow, I did that. Remember that it always looks like a mess in the middle, but don't give up, because the really good part's coming. You just have to trust and hold on. It's all magic. But I will have people come to me and say, no, but Athena, you don't know. It's so messed up right now. You don't know. My relationship's fantastic, and my kids are treating me bad, and you don't even know. And I'm just like, no, I do know, but you gotta hold the vision. And that's why I said, some people do not manifest because they don't know how to trust the process. They wanna do it all themselves, and they don't understand that magic can look messed up in the middle, so they give up. They stop feeding that dream their energy, and then it just fizzles away. Can't do that. So let's thank and release those guides and guardians who've been holding the space with us tonight. Releasing first the guides and guardians of the North. Thank you for being that true North, that guiding force, that peace, patience, presence, and purpose that keeps us focused and on task. We release you with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the West, thank you for helping us to process our emotions tonight, to release and allow and surrender at this new moon. So we make conscious space for what's coming. It's already on the way. We give thanks and release the guides and the guardians of the West. And to the guides and the guardians of the South, thank you for helping us lean into our desires, our passions, our courage, our creativity tonight in service of a new vision for the cycle ahead. We release you with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the East, Thank you for once again opening this new door to a new cycle. It's always a blessing. Thank you for the spaciousness and the perspective, the clarity. We need it so much right now to be able to see the way ahead. And we agree, we commit to trusting the process and letting it unfold as it will. And we give thanks and release the guides and guardians of the East with gratitude. And a good long breath there. And we're back where we began. Good medicine, you know? So nice to be with you. Very, very grateful. Yeah, I don't want to give you the wrong name. Hey, Sherry, this is your drum maker on Etsy. Is it Shaman Drum? Such a good drum. So anyway, Sherry in the feed has a drum from him too. That's how I found him. So anyway, if she's able to provide it, I think it's Shaman Drum. Is it Sacred Drum, Karen Brown? Anyway, it's either Sacred Drum or Shaman Drum on Etsy. Please tell him I said hello, and I hope you find the drum of your dreams. I really do. Thanks, you guys. Well, Team SG, thank you as always. I'm going to extinguish my candle and leave you here. I have a couple of reminders for you before I lose you for the evening. First of all, that charm on your candle now can go on your charm necklace because you are now an expert in Lithomancy, which again comes from the Greek lithos for stone, and mancy, which means divination. I'm going to scoot back here real quick. Oops, because I have something to show you. Okay, the kit for next month is so super cool, you guys. Honestly, I'm so excited about it. We made you, I think there's only like, I don't know, a quarter of the sets left. Team SG can guide you. These are at sagegoddess.com. They're 19% off with code SPRING19, and you can also get your charm necklace tonight too if you want. We made you an entire set of oracle cards of all the Greek gods and goddesses. Is that cool? So if you pull Artemis, it's going to tell you to be wild. If you pull Morpheus, it's going to tell you to dream. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we made you a mat. So we are going to pull oracle cards, and it's going to tell you what your path is, what you need to do, and what the likely outcome will be of your decision in any given situation. So I'm going to be reading cards for you. Then you're getting, so you get a little gold bag to put all your little cards in. Isn't that cute? Then you get your next candle in the series. You're getting your another charm that has Athena, the goddess Athena, on it. So I'm going to be on your charm necklace. Then you're getting your full-size bottle of your goddess oracle perfume. And you're getting, isn't this cool? This is a labradorite card holder. So once you pull a card for the day, which I hope you will do every day, you put it into your holder on your altar. Isn't that cool? Or if you do readings for clients or whatever, that will hold your card. So you're going to get a beautiful carved labradorite card holder too as part of your set. So it's the oracle cards, the perfume, the candle, the charm, the bag, the canvas, and the card holder. There are 24 oracle cards in the set. And then at the end of the year, we're going to do a completer set so that you'll have a total of 52 cards if you want that. So we're going to do a little completer set for you at the end of the year. Isn't that cool? So that set is at sagegoddess.com. Now what's really cool that I forgot to show you, one person who gets their tools before midnight tonight, so you have 4 hours to get them, is going to win this. This is a $600 sterling silver and 14 karat gold, amethyst, ruby, and spinel Atlantean Priestess amulet. That's pretty cool. There's only one like that. So whoever wins this is going to come home to you with your new moon tools for next month. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah! So good luck. Enjoy your new moon kit. Don't forget your code. It's spring19 for 19% off. And I can't wait to join you for our ceremony. I'm so excited. I'm glad you're excited too. Crystal Masters meets on Wednesday of this coming week, which is my online class in crystal healing. If you haven't joined Crystal Masters yet, it's $30 a month, and I'm going to be teaching you gridding in May, and I'm going to be teaching you how to work with an Organite clearing wand on Wednesday. So I do body work with my mannequin friend Charlotta back here, so you can actually see physical crystal healing. But we're going to be doing some really cool work in April and May. So if you'd like to join us, sagegoddess.com/programs is the place to go. And you can actually be in our Crystal Masters class on Wednesday this month. Crystal Masters is also getting a free hour of live crystal readings from me this Thursday evening at 5 p.m. So you'll get 2 hours of me live, actually 3 hours of me live, if you join Crystal Masters before Wednesday. So if you've been thinking about it and you've been on the fence, some of our best work of the year is happening in April and May, and we would love to have you there. It's fun, it's affordable. You get a certificate as a crystal healer from Sage Goddess at the end of the year. And we're certified by the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine, which is a worldwide certifying body for holistic practitioners, which is a big deal. So you get double certification at the end of the year and a certificate, and it goes on your resume. So if you've been wanting to become a crystal healer, this is your time. We'd love to have you. And I hope you're excited for class. I can't wait too. I'm very excited. And then on Tuesday, we have our live gem sale. Me and Barbara, also known as my husband Dave, will be here live with you for 3 hours, having a little wine and showing you some beautiful items that we curate and select just for you every 2 weeks. So we're looking forward to that too. Yeah, it's a certified crystal healer certificate that you get for just $30 a month. Isn't that cool? It's one of the most affordable crystal healing programs online. So you get access to a private Facebook group with me. So that's why I was saying if you don't know what a stone is, you can just take a picture of it, post it in our group, and Alexis and I or one of the other members in the group will answer it for you. It's a really cool community. So we'd love to have you join us if you've been thinking about it, been on the fence. Yeah, and please make sure, I'm supposed to tell you, please like and subscribe to this channel. Click the subscribe button. But that way you'll get all the 411, because I have a free class coming up on adult development and the chakra system. That's coming up next Thursday, I believe. So, and that's going to be live here on YouTube. So if you don't want to miss the free classes and free rituals and free ceremonies, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel too. I know. You know how you've been asking me to teach you about when the chakras develop? The root chakra develops between ages 0 and 6, and the sacral chakra develops between 7 and 13-ish, 14, and the solar plexus develops right after that between 14 and 20, and then the heart develops between 21 and 20. So you've been wanting me to teach you all of that? That class is coming next week, and it's free, and it's going to be live here on YouTube. So that's why I want you to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of those notifications. And then I'll see you again for another free session at the full moon 2 weeks from now. So yeah. Oh, and yes, your new moon water. Okay, soul shifters, tonight the only thing you have to do is gather new moon water. This is the little carafe that came in your kit, but you can gather it in whatever you like. I'm using distilled water, but you can use tap water if you want. You can use rainwater, whatever works for you. Yours came with an Apache tier obsidian crystal. I added some other crystals that are aligned to my intentions for the month. So make sure you gather your new moon water and put it outside for at least a few minutes tonight, so it can be under that big dark moon in Aries. It'll infuse and charge your water with that energy, and then when we do our releasing potion at the end of the month, it'll have exactly the energy it needs because you did it tonight. So yay! Well, I'd love to have you in our programs. I will tell you, We have, like I said, we have 1.5 million people in our community. I've been doing this for 10 years. We've literally taken hundreds of thousands of people through the process of personal transformation, and it's my passion. I really believe in what I do. I've healed from 3 autoimmune diseases myself: MS, Graves' disease, and Crohn's disease. I'm in remission from all 3. And I credit the sound healing, the crystal healing, the aromatherapy. So I'm not just someone who talks about these things. This is actually what I do in my own physical healing process. So if you are ready to learn and grow and heal and evolve and find more joy, we'd love to have you with us on this journey. It's really important to us too. I'm glad you're excited. All right, have a great rest of your night. Thank you, Team SG, as always, for everything that you do. I will talk to you guys in the morning, and I will see all of you on Tuesday coming up for our live SGTV with me and Dave here on YouTube starting at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And we'll see you then. Happy New Moon, you guys. Stay focused on your intentions. Remember, it's the fuel you need to call those energies in. Don't doubt it. Don't question it. Everything's happening right on time. All you need is faith and gratitude to make it happen. And I believe in you. I really do.